What up guys, so it's the main man here again. Yes, I'm back very soon. I posted a video yesterday with my first impressions of Tekken 7 and I think I should probably continue today because I left some stuff out which some of you pointed out in the comment section. So I'm going to dive right into it where I left off yesterday. But first I want to pick up and talk a bit about the Faithful Retribution location test taking place in Japan. And during the middle of February, I think it was, we will finally see Akuma Guki in action. And yeah, I just can't wait to see how they've fitted him into the Tekken gameplay. It's going to be really hype, really amazing, and I guess we all wish we could be there, but we'll have to watch it on YouTube. So that's going to be amazing, but unfortunately you know what that means. That means that the actual release for Tekken 7 on console is not going to be until the fall or holiday season or the end of 2016, to be honest. And it's so sad to acknowledge that, but with a location test in February in arcades, yeah, you know you're screwed. I mean, when will they actually release FR properly on arcades? Is it in April? During the summer? So I feel so bad. I mean, I've actually tried the game now, so I'm not that anxious. I feel quite well, honestly, but I know what it's like to not have played the latest game, and my heart. I know in the United States they have a couple of arcade cabinets, I think, on the West Coast, but my heart really goes out to the Europeans because yeah, you guys won't get a shot at playing this game for another year. You're going to get another year of watching Koreans and Japanese people master the game, explore the game, and that's just one of the things that really bother me, or the one thing that bothers me the most about being a Tekken fan. It's that as a global community we don't get the chance to explore the game together. We have to watch a small, or they have a big community in Japan and Korea, but let's face it, they are not the only ones who are passionate about Tekken, and they are the ones who get to explore the games 2 years ahead of everyone else, and my heart goes out to the Europeans. So I want to talk more about the characters in Tekken 7, those I played. Jin Kazama is really strong in Tekken 7. As you've seen, you've probably seen this, but his EVHF, Electric Wind Hook Fist, his Just Frame EVGF basically. When you do the Just Frame version, it actually launches now. I don't have to tell you why this is a major buff. And of course his bound screw options are really good. His 4 kick, his roundhouse, which is very fast, it bounds, and his hardest hitting string, his strongest string, 1, 2, 4, yes, it bounds, it screws. So as you've probably seen in my combo video, you go for his max damage, you know, like CD1, EVHF, do some jabs or free 1 as filler, and then 1, 2, 4, and that bounce, you can continue the combo. So gone are the days of Jin getting little damage. He is a monster now. And he was the character that I actually looked forward the most to playing in this game. It wasn't Kazuya, because Kazuya to me seemed very similar to his old self, but I discovered his back 4 and I was suddenly, okay, Kazuya got a substantial change. But Jin, in my opinion, has in Tekken 7 has transformed the most, and it's the strongest Jin we've seen ever. I don't count Tekken 4 because he was broken in that game, but you Jin players have a real treat ahead of you in Tekken 7. And our golden boy, the child molester, child raper, Swedish Lars Alexandersson is very much nerfed in this game. His counter down forward 2 is gone. He has to commit now to a down forward 2 1 string, which has to counter it. And yeah, it's nowhere near as good as his old down forward 2. Nowhere near. So that's a massive nerf. And thank God, looks like he won't be groping child testicles anymore, because his up forward 4, his orbital heal, and his legendary up forward 3 have been nerfed. Their invincibility frames are gone. The crushing properties are minimal compared to how they functioned before. So you can jab him out of that shit, you can poke him out of it. So large players are going to have to think this time about what they do, and I'm so happy to see it, because Lars, in my opinion, was always a character with questionable moves. And some people actually wrote on my latest video like, "Oh no, the capos aren't gone, man. They're not gone. I promise, they will still be in game. They will be in FR." And I know you capo players really want to see your capos in the next game, but you shouldn't take my word for it, because I'm not 100% certain. But as soon as I saw Lucky Chloe, I kind of figured that she is the capos. She has so many of their moves. To me, why would they do that if they want to implement the capos in the game? And you know that they don't want characters with the same type of fighting style. You know that Beck is not in the game, because a lot of Beck's moves went to Horang. And you can see why they do this. They want a more limited roster. They don't want 40-50 characters like we had in TTT2 and Tekken 6. So they want one character of each type. We have one wrestler, King. So he got moves from Marduk and Armor King. Those two are gone, we get King. Taekwondo, we get Horang. He receives some of Beck's moves, and we have one Taekwondo dude. So why do you think they gave Lucky Chloe some capo moves? Do you think we'll see several capo characters? No, we will have Lucky Chloe. And Lucky Chloe is a good character in that regard, because she has all of these cheese moves, but I noticed immediately that she's very punishable. So she doesn't have that bullshit capo edge where it's so fucking hard to get a decent punish on them, and ridiculous relaxed 50-50 mix-up where if the capos get a launch, they get 100 damage, but if you block and block punish, you get a mini float and a minuscule combo. It was always bullshit, so thank God Namco realized it, and the scrub-friendly bullshit capos are gone, and that's my firm belief. So, Gigas reminded me a lot of Marduk, of course, because he is a Marduk clone with some tweaks, and according to the top Koreans, he's rather weak. And I wish I could elaborate on that, but so those of you eager to try out Gigas know that he's not very strong right now, but that could change in FR. Claudio and Shaheen, to me, blended together, and I couldn't really tell them apart. It's because they're not that dissimilar, and they're both very large, muscular men with immense reach. But Shaheen always struck me as safer and faster, and that's why he's much stronger. But Claudio is a strong character, but as I said, riskier, and but he has probably the strongest hop kick in the game. Incredibly annoying to deal with. And someone also posted a comment saying, "Oh, Bruce, where is Bruce?" Well, dude, I'm sorry to break it to you. I thought you knew by now, but Bruce is gone. He's replaced by Josie, the crying girl. She's very strong. She has all of his moves with some tweaks and some of her own. Very strong character. And Feng Wei is really strong in this game. He's a pressure character, so naturally he works very well in Tekken 7 with the limited sidestep. But another gameplay mechanic tweak we saw was that collision hits, that's when you and your opponent strike each other at the same time. It's not considered a natural hit now. You always get a counter hit. So Feng Wei's back one, coupled with the fact that grounded hits do so much damage in this game, Feng Wei is completely ridiculous. His back one counter hit into Iron Mountain, that tackle, back one too, does shitloads of damage. Shitloads of damage. And now his back one, when you strike at the same time as your opponent, they are always going to fall down on their back. And depending on what move connected on you, let's say it's a jab, you have plenty of time to run up to them and do the Iron Mountain. So Feng Wei is really strong in this game. He fits very well in Tekken 7. And now I just want to touch briefly upon the characters I think we will see revealed in FR, the location test. I think we will see Nina. That's a given to me. She's such an iconic Tekken character. Nina is going to be in Tekken 7. It's just a given to me. I think also we will see Lei Wulong, also an iconic classic Tekken character, and he sets himself apart in a very distinctive fashion from the rest of the cast. So I just think we'll see him. And I think we have a chance of seeing Julia. And I think we have a chance of seeing Kuma. They also set themselves apart quite a lot. But characters I think we have to just accept that they are gone are Marduk, and that's because Gigas is Marduk. Armor King I think is gone because we only want one wrestler character, and that's King. And King has received some Armor King moves and some Marduk moves. So Armor King, unfortunately, I love a character, he's really cool, he's such a badass grappler, brawler, but he's gone. And now, slightly controversial, Li Shaolan, I think he's gone. And that's sad because he's one of the most charismatic Tekken characters. He's a comic relief character that works really well. Who doesn't smile when they hear excellent? Yeah, I can't do the Lee voice. Who can? I mean, you need golden brass balls the size of watermelons. His fighting style is so fucking cool. I mean, if you'd like, as I started stuttering, I got a stroke. If there's one Tekken character you'd like to be able to fight as in real life, it's probably Lee. He's so flashy, those amazing machine gun kicks. And Beck, of course, is gone. Hwoarang inherited his moves, and yeah, we only need one Taekwondo character, and that's sad, considering there are a couple of Beck fans out there. So, and those are opinions there in the end, so I could be wrong, but I'm 90% certain that's how it's going to play out. So that's all I wanted to touch upon in this video, so I hope it was slightly enlightening and not hemorrhoid inducing. But if you got an erection, I'm gonna take that as a plus.